Hello guys, welcome back to Football Manager 2024 and welcome back to Bulgaria, where we are aiming to build the Bulgarian nation up as much as we can. Of course, we've started at the bottom in typical me fashion. We are the manager of Bdin in the second tier. Starting on our manager profile screen, you can see some of our attributes are starting to slightly improve as a manager, which is really good. You can also see that we've got a 55% win ratio as the manager of Bdin as well. We've only actually lost 4 games all season. We're halfway through our first season here and things are going better than expected. I have experimented a couple of times with formations. You can see that my preferred formation is actually a 5-2-3 DM wide, which I experimented with for a little while. Quick update on the club though. We'll start off with the finances screen. We are in debt. We are massively over the wage budget as well in terms of the club that we are. £17,500 in debt for a club the size of Bdin. It is quite a lot of money, really. But there is possibly some good news, and that is this. We're in the process of a board takeover. Now, I think it's from inside the board, I think so. So maybe there's going to be some money come in, maybe not. I really don't know. Obviously, that's something that we'll find out as we go. I have made a couple of signings as well since you were last here. I think the last one you saw was Bakutsis, the Greek. He has actually gone back to his parent club. We didn't really play him enough, to be fair. And yeah, he's gone back. But we have brought in 2 in his place. We brought in, first of all, Stoichko Atanasov. He is a right fullback. He's in on a free transfer, £90 a week, which is the most I can offer players now. But to do that, I've had to give him some bonuses, really, and some release clauses and whatever. It's the only way I could get him to sign. So he's in as a right back. He's actually very good as a right back. He's got some very good attributes for the level of football that we're playing at. And the second one I brought in is Ivlayo Klementov, another 25-year-old Bulgarian, can play sort of anywhere in the middle of the park, really. We've got him in as a midfielder, though. In fact, a defensive midfielder, and you'll see why in a minute. Again, a reasonable player. Another one on £90 a week, but again with loads of bonuses. It's all I could do to get them in. And yeah, it's been okay since you were last here. Of course, you'll hear that opening day of the season against Ludogorets' second team. We then got a good result against Dunav, and Dunav are actually a very good team, and we did manage to come away with a 0-0 draw in this one. It was they did absolutely batter us. Somehow we've got a 0-0 out of it though. But we did lose our next one to another good team in PFK Montana. We were actually better in this game than we were against Dunav, but we still managed to lose 2-0. An Aitov own goal and a Gabriel Kalu with the other one as well. But we then picked up our first win of the season, and it was away from home against Marek Dupnitsa, if I'm saying that correctly. And it was okay, really. You can see the formation we're playing here. We're playing that 3-4-2-1. 3 central defenders, 2 wing backs, and it sort of worked. We did concede a lot of goals through it, but it was Lashkov, Ivanov and Todorov with the goals in this one. The final one coming from the penalty spot, but we backed that up against Spartak Varna at home this time. Georgi Ivanov with both the goals. Svetskov got one back for Spartak Varna. It was a very good performance. Still playing that 5-2-3. We then went away to Yantra Gabrovo and we drew 0-0 despite them having a player sent off in the second minute. They actually took the lead from the penalty spot before Georgi Ivanov equalised in the 60th minute. We were the better team and we should have won. And then we lost to Belasita 1-0. Very disappointing, really. Belasita were around about where we were in the league at that time. They scored in injury time at the end of the first half. They outperformed as they deserved it. Mirrored formations, near enough. And we just weren't quite up to scratch in this game. Next up was a 3-3 draw against Maritsa. Again, another team in and around us in the table. And we were actually 2-1 up at half time. I think we were... No, we weren't, were we? They pulled back after half time before we went ahead again through Lashkov in the 76th minute. But immediately we conceded another goal. Again, still in that 5-3-2. And I continued that into the Cup, where we did actually qualify for the Cup proper. And it was a 5-3 win away against lower league opposition. Lashkov getting a hat-trick in this one. But the fact that we conceded 3 goals, I felt it was time to actually change something in the formation. And we didn't do that for the next game against Dobruca. A 2-1 loss away from home. All the goals coming in the first half. They were better than us. They were better than us throughout the entirety of the game, really, and it was quite a poor performance. And I think this is where I actually decided to. It's still not where I decided. I've got the formation here, Ding. You can see when I decided to change formation. But the next game at home to Strumska Slava, again in and around us in the table, and it was Ivlayo Kimitov making his debut, I think, getting the goals on this one, and Lashkov again on the score sheet. Much better performance in this one. We played really well before drawing away to September Sofia, who are a good team, by the way, but we did outperform them. It was a little bit disappointing to get to only come away with a point in this one. But then the change in formation came, and it's one that you guys will be very familiar with. It's my tactic I used in FM23 throughout my entire journeyman career, and it did me so well, I thought I'd try it in FM24 to see if it still worked. And the proof is in the pudding, guys. It does work, and we got a 2-1 win against Sportis Svoj. Vladimir Lashkov and Kilmentov again getting on the score sheet. You can see it's now a 4-3-3 effectively. Back with those Segundo Volantes, who we utilised so well in FM23. And we've won every single game using that formation so far. The next one was against Spartak Plevin, away from home. Lashkov on the score sheet again. We played very well. Backed that up against Chernomorets Burgas, a 2-0 win at home. Klementov and Nikolov with the goals. Again, you can see just how well we've played in that one. 1-0 win away from home again against Litex Lovech. Ushigalov getting the only goal of the game. A bit more even this game. This one was a bit tighter, but we did ultimately get the result. And it was into the Cup proper. And Krumovgrad are the first division. They're a division above us. And just look at the match stats against the division above us team. I don't know whether they played a full strength team, would have been the first round of the Cup, but we absolutely dominated the game and deserved a 1-0 win. Unfortunately, though, we've been drawn against Lugarets in the in the next round. And if we just have a look at the Cup, have a look at the history. Lugarets are the defending champions. They don't always win it, though. In fact, that's the first time they've won it for quite some time, which tells me they don't really take it very seriously. But we have been drawn against them, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on. And finally, in the league, we beat CSKA 1948's second team 3-1. Todorov, Klimnatov and Osman with the goals in this one. Again, another very good performance. So where we actually are in the league, guys, is a little bit good, really. We are massively outperforming where we are supposed to be. The new signings didn't really change our season preview, where we're predicted to finish. We're down to 17s. We were to get to 21s, remember, at the start of the season, but we're now predicted to finish in 14th. And we're currently sat in 5th place. We're only 3 points off the playoff. In fact, we're only 3 points off second, which is automatic promotion. Montana sit at the top of the table. Klimnatov, since he's come in, he's in the second highest ratings in the division. It'd be nice if we could get promoted in the first season. It wasn't really my goal for this season. I thought we were going to sort of struggle and have to build, but if we can get ourselves promoted first time round, that would be absolutely fantastic. In terms of how the boys are doing, let's have a quick look. We've got Lashkov as the top scorer on 8 goals. Klimnatov, since he's come in, he's got 6 in 9 from a Segundo. He's actually a attacking midfield on the left for us today. We're obviously shifting players around and stuff like that as we go. We've then got Ivanov from the right hand side on 5. Assists wise, it's Todorov on 6. He's been sort of floating around the front 3 as Todorov. And the best performing player this season so far is Klimnatov. Klimnatov is the one who we brought in as a defensive midfielder. Like I said, he can play anywhere really around there, but he's in as a defense as the attacking mid on the left for today. Like I say, we have been shuffling things around, and we've gone back to this. This is my tactic that I used all the way through FM 23. Like I say, The players are a little bit unfit. I'm still 7 days away from the game. I thought I was at the game. I've been busy, as you can see. The walls are a different colour behind me. Obviously, I'm decorating. That's just an undercoat, though. Don't worry, it's not staying white. So things are going really well. Obviously, I've got these 7 days to play through. I'm going to go and play through them now. We'll come back and we'll take on Chernomorets Balchik, who are currently in 18th, which is quite poor, really. But they're actually bottom, so we should win the game. But I'll catch up with you guys again in just a minute. We're back a little bit early, guys, and that's because of this. The chairperson rubbishes talk of an internal takeover. That is disappointing, really, and the fact that we're no longer in that takeover. I remember when I did this in FM22 and I was doing it in San Marino. I had a board takeover rumour about 3 times a season, every season. I hope that's not going to happen with us here in Bulgaria. I just wanted to update you on that, though. Anyway, onwards to the game. Right, guys, welcome back. We've made it to that game. Those 7 days, compared to what I'm used to in FM23 when I'm 70 years in the future, it took 7 days on FM23 would have probably took me half an hour. It's been 5 minutes. Which is really, really good. We are away from home today against Chernomorets Balchik. Of course, they are bottom of the table. We now have a game in hand over the teams ahead of us. They do have slightly better goal difference than us, though, but we could potentially move up the table today. And this is the lineup that we're going to go with for today. It's going to be Vasilev in goal. Now, he's actually done okay. He has conceded 22 in 18 so far this season, but he's also kept 4 clean sheets. We've not been great defensively, but his recent form has been particularly good. Right back is going to be our new signing, Astonov, the 26-year-old Bulgarian. He's done exceptionally well since he's come in. 6.96, getting better in his 9 games. He played well in the cup as well. He has got a couple of assists for us in the league. First centre-half for today is going to be Vasilen Markov. He is a reasonable centre-half, very reasonable. And he has, again, played okay this season. Centre backs somewhere where I'm a little. I'm not sure. I've got loads of centre backs, but he's not played particularly great. Alongside him is 15-year-old Kostadinov. This is me getting the under 21 players into the squad. And Kostadinov, he's played 4 times in a 6.7 so far with 1 assist. He's actually done okay. This is the guy who's 15 apparently. But he's not done too badly. Not done too badly. He's got loads of potential. Hopefully we can help him fill that. And then at left back it's going to be the on loan Nigerian in Solomon James. He's had an okay season. He was the wing back when we initially played that formation. It's not something that he can play very well, but now we've moved him back into this the more natural left back position. He's actually doing okay. Right, into the midfield, and we start off with our defensive midfielder on defend, and that is Kaloyan Svetskov. He is a 35-year-old Bulgarian. He's starting to age a little bit. He does not train very well at all. He trains really, really poorly. A 6 in the last one. And every time I tell him, he falls out with me. He falls out with me. Doesn't like me. He's not played too much football this season. Only 5 appearances so far. But he's going to get the nod today. And alongside him, we've got our 19-year-old Bulgarian in Christian Valkov. Again, filling that under-21 quota that we have to play in the second tier. We have to have 2 under-21s in the squad. Basically, 2 Bulgarian under-21s. Again, he's played 7. Okay. Segundo Volante is not really one of his best positions. In fact, he's not really a defensive midfielder, to tell you the truth. But again, we're filling that quota. And on the other side, we've got Osman, the man on loan from Dobruzov. I'll get these names right eventually, guys. Dobrudza. He is natural as a defensive midfielder, and as a Segundo Volante on attack, he's not too bad actually. He's fairly decent, and he has started to pick up his performances since we've moved him there. On the right hand side, we do have Ivanov, who has actually played quite well, the 34-year-old Bulgarian. On the left today is going to be Klementov, the man who we did bring in as a defensive midfielder, but he's going to play on the left for today. And then up front we have Todorov, the man who can play anywhere across that, in the attacking half of the pitch really, and he can play there quite well. Got 4 goals in 15 starts, 3 in 13 in the league, but he's played mostly on the wings so far this season. If I'm right, he's played 14 from the left, and he's only actually played 1 up front. So he's not really had the chance to shine. The top scorer is on the bench today, is Lashkov, but if we need him, we can bring him off the bench. So as the players come out onto the pitch, then we've had it. Do you know what? We've had a great season. We have had a really, really good season here with Bdin, and we get an early highlight from kickoff. It's Georgiev. We're in yellow today, by the way, guys. We're in our away kit. So it is Chernomorets coming forward with the ball. It's Koev. We've done well to cut that out. It's Valkov finding Svechkov. Svechkov back into Valkov. Can we break here? Forward towards Ivanov inside the area. Good touch. Hits the inside the post. Gets the follow up. Georgi Ivanov with his 6th of the season. We've taken the lead after 30 seconds, guys. We're 30 seconds in. We are 30 seconds in. We have taken the lead. It's really, really good play from Valkov. The run there through that channel. Ivanov, nice touch. Good effort. Fortunate that it's come back to him and he's managed to put it away for 1-0. Which my panels keep changing back when I have a cup game. They don't stay on the league table. So I can't see where we are. We're coming forward again though. Still only 2 minutes in and we're 2-0 up. Todorov. It's 2-0 after 2 minutes, guys. What a start we've made in this game. It's been absolutely fantastic. We get the league table up. You can see that we're moving on to 31 points now after 17 games. We're supposed to, when we took over, we were supposed to finish bottom. We're still only supposed to finish 14th. We're having a hell of a season so far, guys. And it's since I changed this tactic, this will make it 7 wins in a row. And this is my Football Manager 23 tactic, remember. I didn't think it would work in FM24. Of course, I've not played any 24 yet. We're coming forward again through Todorov. He's worked it really well, goes for the effort from outside the area. Well, we're after half an hour now, and it is Chernomorets coming forward with the ball. They've had the effort on goal, which has gone just over the bar. After that explosive start of the game where we took the lead, we're 2-0 up inside 2 minutes. It sort of died off a little bit, but that is to be expected. We are quite tired. There is a decent gap between the games here in the second tier in Bulgaria, but we're not the best players, really, are we? And fitness and stuff like that is not great for them. But at the break, guys, despite it actually looking quite even, we're 2-0 up. Into the second half, 50 minutes. Chernomorets looking to get back into the game. Of course, they are rooted to the bottom of the table. They do need to start picking some points up. But Todorov has done well to come out and pick that one off. He's intercepted that pass. He drives forward with the ball. He needs some support, though. Comes back. Almost gives the ball away. It's Svechkov into Valkov. Valkov does give the ball away. It's cut off by Koev. And now Chernomorets do manage to clear the ball. Corner to be swung in by James towards that near post. We've got a head on it. Klementov makes it 3-0 and it's his 7th of the season. 7th of the season. What a signing he's been, by the way. He's been absolutely fantastic. It's a really, really good corner from James, and it's a big, powerful header from Klementov there off the underside of the bar to make it 3-0. Does that move us up to the lead, up the table, because that puts us on the same goals? Or can we do it again? James again to deliver from this left-hand side. It's under hit this time, cleared by the man at the near post, but Todorov does rescue it, finds James down the line. Astonov, our other signings, hit the crossbar this time, but Klementov keeps it alive. Back into Osman. Osman for Valkov. What a save, point blank by the goalkeeper there. Waiting for that league table to update with the goal difference. It's a little bit slow for whatever reason, this iteration of the game. It's Chernomorets looking to get one back though. We've cut it out again. It's Klementov finding James. I don't know why James is up there. It was their corner, wasn't it? Ivanov though comes back to Astonov, back down the line towards Ivanov, inside to Astonov again. He's inside the area, has the effort, it's gone over the bar. We're playing some fantastic football here though, guys, and we're into the final 5 minutes, and it's been quite comfortable really. They are bottom of the table though, but like I say, where we're supposed to finish, we're not supposed to be that much higher than them. We're just having a really, really good season. 3-0, level on points with third place. And we're looking to make it 4. Valkov into James, who's still quite far forward. It's Ivanov to Markov, back to Kostadinov. out to the right, and Toborov, and it's sort of hit the goalkeeper and gone behind for a corner. But we have been dangerous from these corners. It's Todorov to take it from the left-hand side. Can he pick out a teammate? He can, and it's only 4-0. It's Valkov, Christian Valkov, with his second of the season. Makes it 4-0 to Bdin. If I don't even know if I'm saying our name right, guys. Bdin. I will probably have to look that up. I don't know any Bulgarian. If there's any Bulgarians in the comments, then let me know if I'm saying it correctly. But that is a really, really good 4-0 win away from home. Now, I'm not quite sure what determines league tables. It's clearly not goal difference. Otherwise, we would be ahead of Marista. And it's results between teams and then goal difference, which possibly means that we lost to Marista, did we? We drew with them. So we drew with Marista. We've got the better goal difference. So why are we behind them in the table? That doesn't make sense. Unless there's something I'm missing. But anyway, guys, that is halfway through our first season in Bulgaria. Of course, we're here to get promoted and then move on to the top tier where hopefully the save really starts to take hold. It won't really take hold until we start winning that top tier as much as possible. Remember, it is about the clubs doing as well as they can in Europe, and we do still have clubs in Europe, which is why we've started as a lesser team. Ludogorets are currently in the Europa League group phase, which is pretty decent. Did they make it through? They're still in the group phase. It still hasn't. No, it doesn't look like they're going to make it through, does it? It's still the old style European competition. I think it changes next year, where it goes to the new style one, which we'll see when we get there, because we are going to get there. But it has been a fantastic season for us so far, guys, and we find ourselves 5th in the table. Obviously, we're going to come back at the end of the season where hopefully our promotion push is still alive. Remember, leave me some comments. It's only episode 2. Leave me some comments, let me know what you think so far, any tips for building a nation. It's not something I'm massively experienced with. Obviously, I'm learning as I go as well, and I'm working on some new graphics and stuff like that as well. But again, I'm not very good with computers, guys. It's not my sort of thing at all, so they'll probably look a bit rubbish to you, to be honest, when I do eventually get them done. But thank you for being here, guys. Please do remember to hit that thumbs up button. It helps other people see my video as well, which ultimately helps me. And I'll see you all at the end of season 1 here in Bulgaria. So until then, guys, I'll catch you later.